Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be working on this TORO wheel horse mower. It's been sitting underneath this tree for about a year and a half. Let's get right into it. So before I start doing anything on this, I want to go over a couple of things. The clutch doesn't work because of the pulley spring. It's actually a shock. The pulley shock broke off, so I'm going to try and replace that with the spring. The belt's about to explode. First thing I want to do is go find a jack for this, get some tires underneath it, and see if I can get it started. Alright, so I found a jack here, but it might be staying. I can't tell. I don't have a handle here, so once it gets hard, I'm just going to start using my foot. Like so. So this thing's been setting so long that the hubs are growing into the ground. Hey, Chili, don't bump the tripod. Here's a closer look at what I'm talking about. I have to get that cleaned off. Is that something dead? That's like a dead bird or something. Ew. Alright, so just out of curiosity here, I got these big wheels. I'm gonna see if they'll go over the shaft. Something fell out of that tree and it scared me a little bit. These tires are super dry rotted and trashed anyways. I just wanted to see if they'd fit because they were sitting right here. But I have some other tires that'll work for this, that I know work for this because they were on this before. Anyways, let's take a look under the hood. We got a Kohler Magnum 14 horsepower. With a carburetor, it has the choke open. It's been open for a while. No spring on the carburetor. I have to find a spring for that. And then rig up a throttle cable. The electrical's all messed up. Let's get a battery. I sat the battery down here, and then I looked over to see what our spark plug situation would be. We don't have a spark plug. And there's some debris down in there. It'll work itself out. Alright, I got the battery cables hooked up, got a new spark plug, and before I just start putting gas and stuff down its throat, I'm gonna short across here, see if we got anything. Ooh, got sparks. Ah, look at that. So the engine isn't locked up. I think our battery still might be dead. So guys, our battery's definitely dead on this thing, but we got one good crank over it, so I know it's not locked up, which is a very good sign considering how it's been setting. Without a air filter, without a spark plug, and the open elements, we had a lot of rain down here, so we got lucky. I'm gonna put the battery, take the battery back out, put it on the charger, and while I do that, or while it charges, I have this switch here. I'm gonna put the switch to the solenoid, just so we have a push button start instead of having to short it with a wrench. Just be more convenient, and we wouldn't get as much power draw. So if you ever wondered how you can set up a two-way push button start on these small engines, you take one wire and you put it on the battery side of your starter solenoid, and then you take another wire and you put it on the starter side of your solenoid, and then you just wire them together and then put your bolts back down, and then when you press the button, it shorts across the two points on your solenoid, and it makes your starter go, and then you just start up. So let's get into it. So right here is your starter solenoid. One of my bolts are broke off, so I don't know how well this is going to work, but this side right here is this black wire goes straight to the starter. That's the your starter side, and this wire right here goes to your positive battery cable. So that's how you know if you are confused. Sometimes the starter wire might be a black wire, sometimes it might be a red wire. Just depends. As long as it goes to your starter from your solenoid, that's the right one. These mosquitoes under the tree are just eating me up. So you just loosen your bolts off here. take them off all the way. They're just these little, I believe 10 millimeter. Let's see. They're 11 millimeter actually. Take them off. Then you want to grab your little push button, and I'm going to put the negative terminal, because there's a gray wire and red wire. I'm going to put the gray wire around the starter terminal, and then you just, once you get your contact, then you can put your bolts back in. Then you do the same thing with your positive one. You can either put it around the cable or you can put it behind the cable. I'm putting this one behind the cable because this one's short, and sometimes you can't get your threads on there if the wire's wrapped around the cable. So while our battery's still charging, we do need a couple things to do. So I'm gonna go find a spring for this and then see if I can rig up a little throttle just in case we get it running. I can get it pulled around to the front of the shop here. So I wasn't able to find a throttle cable that'll work, but I rigged up something sketchier but does work. And this is some baling wire, and got my spring up here. One thing you don't want to do is put the spring on backwards, so your thing's full throttle, and then you pull your baling wire throttle and it lets off the gas. One way you can tell so you don't get it backwards is your idle screw here. This is an air fuel mixture screw, but I just call it an idle screw. If the body, like the throttle body, it's not a throttle body, but like the little plate, if it's up against the screw, that's how you know your butterfly's closed. So then it's open, that's wide open throttle. Closed, no throttle. Now I'm just sitting here waiting for that battery to charge. Hopefully it doesn't blow up, because that charger's been sitting out there in the weather for about 3 or 4 months. So while we're sitting here waiting for that battery to charge, I want to take a second and say thank you guys for all the support on these videos. This month has been my best month so far on YouTube, and I don't know like where this is going, but I like doing what I do. So I just want to say thank you. Make sure to like and subscribe to keep the content going. I'm keeping my production value. I'm making it go up. The more I make videos, I'm not too good at talking, but I appreciate it, guys. Well, considering the fact that I was hearing the battery sizzle, I think we're done. Either that charger's done or this battery's done, but let's see if we can get a couple cranks out of it. These are really hot. I don't know about this, guys, but we're gonna give it a shot. I got the battery back in. For some reason, it's got the I'm about to fall and light you on fire kind of stance. But let's see if well, that didn't work. I think we need to clean up our wires, but so we're gonna have to just short across the solenoid for now. See if we got anything. Let's see if we got spark. I do smell gas, which is either a good sign or a bad sign. Yeah, good spark. Let's get underneath this tree and take a look in the tank, because I did smell. It's bone dry, so I don't know why I smelled gas, but I'm gonna put some in the tank, and then I'm gonna prime the cylinder with a little bit and see what we got. I got the spark plug primed. I'm gonna turn the choke on. I hope that fuel pump still works. Let's give it a shot. Our battery is shot. It might have just locked up. Boy, it sounds bad. Alright, so I put a different battery in here. I know it's good, so. Alright, I think that problem's fixed. Let's put the plug back in and see what we got. Our push button even works. Alright. It gets hot really fast. And now okay, so our push button's got some problems. Okay, I got my water gas jug bottle that for some reason doesn't have a hole in it, but it's got gas in it. Now it's got a hole in it. So I'm going to prime the plug by putting way too much in it. And then I'm going to put some in here by putting way too much in it. And then we'll start a fire. We actually might start a fire, so I'm gonna get a rag. There we go. Okay, so it flooded really bad. We have life. What was that? Oh, something smoking. I upgraded my starter switch. It just sounds terrible. Let's start our fire again. Oh. It just sounds so bad. It did start for a second though. That's why I got some hope. Oh my God, there it goes! Huh. Alright. See, we got more hope. I think our fuel pump might have quit on us though. Hey, wait a second. I know why our fuel pump doesn't work. That's weird. Whoa. Now our starter's having troubles. Having troubles here. We're getting closer here. I think it's finally getting gas up there now that I got the line plugged in. It's got a rough spot in it. It keeps getting stuck. I got the starter repair tool right here. maybe that doesn't work anymore. Oh. Let it idle and maybe it'll fix itself. I don't hear any weird noises. It just shot flames. Definitely some bad valves, some weird motors, but it's running really good. Walk into the garage and grab my kill switch right here. So walking up on it, there's definitely like a lifter tick kind of thing going on, maybe something with the valves, which explains the fire coming out of it, but that's pretty cool. Let's get this belt on here and see if it'll survive long enough to pull us out of here. My strategy here is I'm just going to put it in gear and see if we go. I definitely probably should have fixed that. But for some weird reason, the clutch actually was working. So I definitely know that this setup's gonna work. I just got to fix it, you know what I mean? All right, I got the wheel back on. It's getting really dark out here, so I think I'm just gonna pull it up on the front side of the garage off camera, and I'll get back with you. It really got completely dark on me. I couldn't get the wheel horse back around here. It keeps making that knocking sound now. I think I can get it running again, but it's super dark and it's getting late, so I'm just gonna hold off tomorrow, see if I can get it pulled out. That's it for this video, guys. Hope you liked it. A little something different. I had a lot of fun. Until next time, peace.